Check one, two, check one, two. Yeah, this is your boy Laddie Boy back with a new tutorial. This time I'm showing you my XR18 as a mic pre. I'm not showing you as a audio interface or anything. I'm just showing you why I choose to use it as a mic pre. As you can see here, I have a variety of mic pre's and audio interfaces, mainly mic pre's that I'm showcasing that, but I'm focusing mainly on my XR18. I have my Universal Audio 8P. That's basically my most expensive piece and really high end, but kind of complicated in terms of different aspects of how we got to set it up. It's Thunderbolt. I guess you probably know that already. And I have my Behringer Ultra Gain Pro, which is a tube preamp. There's a little tube in here, and it's warm. It's nice. Then I have my Joe Twin Q2, which is two separate mic pre's and one chassis with EQ and an optical compressor. It makes it a very versatile unit. Also, on top here, I have a audio box USB 96. That's my Presonus, and this one here is my XR18. And I also have a Focusrite 2i2 that I use sometimes as a audio interface and a mic pre. Because they both come with this. Here can take two microphones. They say you have all these and so. But one of the things I want to show you about my XR18 is that when I go to my channel that I set up as my recording channel for my vocals, you can see that it shows me everything on my screen in front of me through the app. And it's not the detail doesn't do the same, but this does it basically in a different way. I'm using the app. So here's what I have on my input. I have my mic gain, which you see if I bring it all the way down. Over here in my recording software shows that there's no input. So by bringing my input up, I can really set my input gain, try to maximize as much as I can without having the noise floor being a major factor. Also, but not so much more about a USB trim or anything like that. So here's my phantom power, so I can phantom power my microphone. But these are the other aspects I want to get into. I can switch the polarity. Basically, that would have to do with how the cable was wired up. But I'm not so concerned. But I can get into my gate. By selecting my noise gate, I can control any background noise feeding, let's say, from my headphones, going back to the audio, to the vocal mic while recording in the booth. If the headphones are too loud, sometimes it feeds back into that. I can control that, so that helps me give me an extra layer of help protecting, and then I can set my gate how I would like it. I can have a hand gate. I can set my range. All these functions are in the gate function. Then I have my EQ. Right now I have, let's say, turn on my EQ. I can set my low cut how I want it on the microphone. I can EQ that person in the vocal booth while they're singing and still not send that EQ setting to my DAW. It depends on where I'm tapping the signal from. Then following that, I also have I have my compressor. I put my compressor on and I put it to vocals, and then I can adjust my compressor where I want to compress the signal. Like, let's say I want to use a 2-to-1 ratio. I can control the mix. I can bring the gain up more after I've compressed the signal. And I can set my attack, I can set my release, I can set all these things. and it doesn't have to send that information to the DAW unless I want to send it there. So I have all these functions in front of me for the preamp section going to my DAW as the vocals. Then I can go to my sends. Here's where I can choose to send the signal, whether I send it to a bus or how I'm gonna send it out. I'm also gonna show you that. But then I can go to my effects section, and here you can see I have a vintage room as my effects. I added up because I was testing it earlier. I can bring this up so I can send, let's say, here's a delay. And number 3, I can also send a little bit of delay. Check 1, 2. Delay and reverb. And let me go back to my meters now to show you. You can see here, so I have that's my microphone coming in there. That's my effect send for my reverb. And let's go to number 3. This would be my effect send for my delay. And you can see that here. But the good thing about all of these here is that my reverb that I sent for that person in the vocal booth and the delay, I'm not capturing it in my DAW. So while the vocalist is in the vocal booth, I'm doing all these things to help make it more comfortable for their performance while I'm not actually recording this into the software based on how my sends. Let's see if I can get into this. Is so my sends. Let's see. Input sends, USB sends, auxiliary out. So here I can determine where I'm going to tap the signal to send to my output so that it doesn't carry any of these things I'm using while the vocalist is recording in the vocal booth. So to let you know again what I'm doing, I'm using my XR18 as a mic pre. I'm setting my mic levels here, going to my DAW. Then from there, I can go into my gate, and I can use the gate to remove background noise, anything that's coming in. And my EQ, I EQ the vocals, whether it's a male or female, bring it in, turn it off. And my compressor, I could compress the signal and add effects to the signal without any of this being recorded in the DAW. This is just to enhance the person singing. Now I could also, I think I can do it, I don't know if I can do it with I'm sure I can do it with my Apollo. These two and this one, no, because these two here analog. My Jomic is analog, my Ultra Gain, my Behringer also analog, and my audio box is basically just, it takes the input from the microphone and sends it out. There's really no processing going on there. Now I can also tell you that I can also do a video on these. I will do a video actually showing you capturing each of these to show you the difference in the quality. This here, the Apollo, is really high-end stuff. My Ultra Gain is basically budget, very low, and I had it for a long time. The Jomic is basically very good analog, high-end gear, top of the line, preamp, EQ, optical compressor, and this here is budget for the studio. And my XR18 is basically my live mixer for playing out, but I also use it in my recording situation because it's a great audio interface. But I can also use the mic pre's and it gives me the freedom to do a lot of things at the entry level where the song is going in without capturing it in my recording software. So that's basically what this video is about. The use of my XR18 as a mic pre to get really good control in a recording environment, capturing, let's say, the vocals of my bass player, or any instrument, and being able to manipulate the signal and before it's actually recorded to make that person comfortable in the booth or comfortable in the room, hearing the things they like to hear, and still capture a dry signal, or sometimes capture the signal with a bit of compression or a bit of EQ. Anything, you can do it any way you want afterwards into the software, but it gives you the flexibility to tap the signal at different areas without affecting what's going to your DAW. So I could do all this stuff here to my input, my gate, my EQ, my compressor, my effects, and decide where I want to tap the signal to send it to my DAW. So this video basically is showing you how versatile my XR18 is as not only a live mixer, also a piece of recording gear that can be used to capture anything you're recording and has that amount of flexibility as a high-end piece of gear in the recording studio. So I hope you guys like this video. Hit me up, let me know. Have any questions? Peace out. This is your boy, Laddie Boy. Bless.